Hi guys, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot. Welcome to your All Signs February 2026 monthly tarot reading. I am looking at the entire month of February, and as always, I am starting with Aries going all the way through to Pisces. I do want to say welcome to all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. Happy February, everybody. We do have a full moon. We have the full Leo snow moon on February 1st, 2026. So I think I'm going to actually do a separate reading for that. I might do a collective reading, so check my channel. I will have that video linked here. But let's get started. So looking at the entire month of February 2026, and again, I'm starting with Aries, going all the way through to Pisces. All of the timestamps will be listed down below. All right, let's get started. Aries, what does Aries have coming up in February? Aries. All right, let me do that again. This deck is a little stiff. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Aries. All right, Aries, so what is going on? First card out is this Five of Cups. We have the Hermit. So Five of Cups crossed by the Hermit. At your foundation is Justice. Two of Swords in the recent past. Four of Pentacles crowning. Energy coming up is the Ace of Pentacles. All right, overall energy, Aries, for the month of February, we have the Two of Cups. So partnership is definitely significant. I'm just seeing it across the board. So a relationship, a partnership, for some of you, maybe some sort of agreement is significant here in February. But Two of Cups as the overall energy, this is you and another person being on the same page. So there's maybe a mutual love there, but there's a mutual understanding. There's a mutual respect. I'm also getting like an agreement of some kind, or like being on the same page, being on the same wavelength with another person. Okay, so Two of Cups. Look at this. Seven of Cups. The Moon. Oh my goodness. I could just keep going, Aries. Do you want me to keep going? Look at this. So, Seven of Cups, the Moon. Seven of Swords. There's some sort of deception here. Maybe you're agreeing with another person that maybe someone is like hiding something, or there's a suspicion here. So if you look at the images here with this particular deck, which is one of my all-time favorite decks, if you look at the artwork here, it really is telling us a quite clear story. So I think there's some confusion. There's things that are hidden here with another person or a relationship. This can even be like a secret relationship. But, you know, it's a general reading, so you're all going to resonate with this differently. Now, Capricorn is coming through. We're getting some Capricorn vibes here. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn. But Page of Pentacles, the Devil, Seven of Swords, the Moon. There's definitely some sort of confusion or uncertainty here. So for some of you Aries, this is maybe you wondering. You could be wondering, like, is this person telling me the truth? Does this person love me? There's some uncertainty here, some suspicion here. So maybe somebody is telling you something. You may be agreeing about something. You could also be dealing with someone who's like very agreeable, but there's a big but here. That's what this is. This is a big but. But yeah, there's secrets. So 5 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, Ace of Cups. So that is a lot of psychic vibes. So this is energy that you're dealing with, Aries, in February. So I think the psychic vibes are strong, are real. You could be having a lot of dreams. But if you're doubting another person or anything like that, there's suspicion, whatever it is, I think that the advice here in February is to definitely go off and spend some time alone. For some of you with the Hermit, there needs to be maybe like you looking at someone closely, or you looking into a situation closely here. There needs to be a little digging, a little maybe investigating, stuff like that. So for some of you, Aries, 5 of Cups energy, this is hanging on to the past or hanging on to some sort of pain or disappointment. So that's what I'm getting here right at the start. Now we have that full moon right on the first day of February. So February 1st, we have that full moon. For some of you, there's like a releasing here. This could be you and your person doing this together. You could be releasing some feelings. For those of you where there is a relationship, maybe this person has hid some things from you or cheated or whatever it is. This could be some of you, Aries, like releasing. So we have the 4 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups here. That's like hanging on to some emotional energy here. Hanging on to the past, hanging on. Could be grieving, but that's all balancing out here with justice. You could be making a very important decision. You and your person could be making a very important decision. So these scales are balancing. But the challenge here is maybe looking closer, or maybe getting some guidance, seeking advice, spending time alone. That is the challenge. 2 of Swords is in the recent past, which is good. I think that some of you, maybe this is something that's been weighing on your mind or something that you felt torn with. This has been ongoing. 4 of Pentacles, though, some of you are like staying put. So those of you that need more information, or you have your suspicions, you're not necessarily taking action. You're just waiting. You could be waiting for like the ideal time, waiting to plant the seed. So you do have this new beginning, this new seed. And maybe that's going to be an Aries season. That's your season, which is coming up here. It's right around the corner. So we do have the Ace of Pentacles. You could be planting the seed towards the end of February, which would be Pisces season. That could be when something is taking root. Maybe it fully manifest, fully comes to fruition, maybe a little bit later, because with the Ace of Pentacles, it's pentacles, it does need some time. It needs some time to grow. It also needs to be nurtured. So you do have this seed that you are planting. I think that those of you that need to make a decision, you will make a decision. Those of you that have been waiting on a decision, I do feel like it's coming. Some of you may need like some sort of legal counsel. If you are partnered, this could be you and your person like working together here as far as maybe achieving some sort of justice. Let me see. I will look at this 5 of Cups for Aries. What is the Five of Cups for Aries, please? Five of Cups. So we have movement. Queen of Rods did come out in the reverse. So you could be dealing with a fire sign. So an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. Male or female, doesn't matter. Maybe someone was mean. Somebody could have hurt your feelings. They may have said or did something. Here, maybe behind your back. Seven of Cups, not seeing everything clearly. Seven of Cups and the Moon. Something is hidden. Seven of Swords. So yeah. If someone is hurting your feelings, you are going to go into hermit mode. So if someone is doing something, Aries, that is upsetting you, this is you taking off. And you could be going into hermit mode, which, you know, is a good thing. I feel like that would be good. Four of Pentacles, holding back, like not firing back. It's protecting yourself. And then you could be taking action here on this Ace of Pentacles, planting this new seed when you feel like it's the right time for you, with justice at your foundation. Let me see. What is the additional guidance for Aries for February? The situation will improve. Communicate clearly. All right. Aries, guidance on the love front. Guidance on the love front for Aries for February, please. Let go of control issues and then worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So because we do have Valentine's Day here coming up in a couple of weeks, I'm going to focus on that. What is the Valentine's message for Aries? A Valentine's message for Aries, please, for this February 2026. What is the message for Aries for Valentine's Day? See if we get any jumpers here with the stack. Okay, so on top, Aries, we do have not today. So you could be telling someone, not today, I'm not dealing with your ish today. Or you can always flip that. So we have girl with a snake, empath and narcissist, paradigm, being charmed or used, enable, and then boundaries. We have the chaser in a codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues, and then not today, not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, a call, or a person, boundaries, and still angry. All right, so some of you may still be upset. Five of Cups, Hermit, Four of Pentacles. You may still feel wronged here with justice at your foundation. You feel like maybe something isn't fair. Some of you could be dealing with a narcissist. It could be a situation like that. Chaser, maybe someone is chasing you. If someone is chasing you, again, you may go off into hermit mode and you're like, literally, not today, I'm not dealing with this. And maybe you're just going to focus on this Ace of Pentacles. So that is a little extra that I wanted to do for you guys. Let me know if you like it. Here at the bottom, we have the runner. So we've got the runner and we've got the chaser. So definitely let me know how you resonate. Very interesting. This says runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. All right, let's see. Who is Aries dealing with? Who's Aries dealing with? We do have Virgo. We have Virgo. We have Libra. At the bottom of the deck, there's a lot of water there. There's maybe Cancer, maybe Pisces. Here we've got fire, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Sagittarius for some of you is significant. And there's Virgo. Virgo's definitely coming through. All right, guys. So I hope that you find this February reading helpful. If you do, please comment, let me know, give this video a thumbs up, and of course make sure you are subscribed. All right, let's move on. All right, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs Taurus. February 2026, Taurus. Taurus, what does Taurus have coming up in February, please, Taurus? The Devil, okay. For some of you, that certainly may be in the reverse. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. And we've got the Devil, wow, crossed by the Hierophant. Your foundation is the Magician. Recent past, we've got the Hanged Man. Look at all of this major arcana, Taurus. A lot of major arcana energy. Crowning you, you've got the Seven of Wands, energy coming up here in February. You've got the Nine of Cups. Okay. Overall energy, you also have the Two of Cups. So Aries just had this, so I definitely could be reading for some Taurus, Aries cuspers, or maybe you're dealing with an Aries, or maybe you've got Aries in your chart. So watch their reading if you do. But let's see. Two of Cups is the overall energy, can represent a partnership that is significant here in the month of February. You could be making a deal. You could be making arrangements. This can be you and another person on the same page. We've got the Knight of Pentacles here, the Queen of Pentacles, Two of Swords, King of Swords. So you've got some characters here. So maybe something with an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. This also could be something with an X. Or anybody who is coming off as the King of Swords. The King of Swords could be someone who is helping you, could be a lawyer. But we definitely have Earth energy showing up. So Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. This could be you taking your time here with another person. Maybe taking your time with this King of Swords. Being very cautious, being very careful here with this Knight of Pentacles energy. So that's really what I'm getting with this, like being very cautious, moving very slow. You are a Taurus. That's kind of your nature, not in a bad way, but you're very thorough. And you do tend to like take care of the details. You just want to do things right here. So there could be like some sort of agreement, or not all is known. That Two of Swords. So for those of you that are like dealing with an ex, dealing with a situation, maybe you feel like with the Devil showing up here, crossed by the Hierophant, which is your card. For some of you, you may feel like something is wrong or something isn't right. I'm definitely getting like a very protective energy here, like you protecting yourself. I see that very clearly. That's why you're moving so slow. You are protecting yourself. But there also could be like a question here of, you know, right and wrong. Maybe there is like some sort of temptation. This could be like an ex that's tempting you. For some of you, I'm just getting like you battling your demons, you battling your fears, maybe faced with like a decision, faced with a relationship, a partnership. For some of you, a relationship decision. Somebody may want you to commit, to sign a contract, to commit to something. Now, with the Devil, you certainly, Taurus, could be turning someone down. This can be a rejection with the Seven of Wands here and the Devil. So you have the Hanged Man in the recent past. This could be for some of you, you taking a moment here, gaining a fresh perspective, or, you know, some of you maybe you made too many sacrifices here. Something may be wrong here, and you could be telling someone no, because you are manifesting. I mean, you've got the Magician here at your foundation. So you are manifesting. Let me see. Let me take a look at the Devil for Taurus, please. This also kind of has a vibe, Taurus, of like, be careful what you wish for. So the outcome is the Nine of Cups. So if you are wishing for something in particular, let's say, you know, this is something that you're fighting for, something that you want, maybe like the whole month of February here, and then at the end of the month, let's say you get what you were fighting for, what you want. I feel like for some of you, this is definitely maybe a case of take your time. Be careful what you wish for. Whatever intentions you are setting, you want to just be very clear with the universe here. You don't want to manifest something awful. Let me see. What is the Devil? For some of you, you could be dealing with someone who doesn't want to commit, or they don't want to get married, or, you know, that could be you. You can always flip that. What is the Devil? So we've got Capricorn, we've got Taurus, we've got Pisces, we've got Gemini and Virgo. So yeah, maybe someone does not want to commit. We've got the Knight of Rods. So yeah, I mean, if you are dealing with someone new here or whatever it is, yeah, just be aware that maybe they don't want to settle down. Seven of Wands, please, for Taurus. The outcome is the Nine of Cups. So you may say no to some sort of temptation, and this is you feeling proud of yourself. I see you very happy. All right, so the Hermit. So you could be protecting yourself, your peace. Maybe you want to spend time alone. A Virgo may be significant. The Sun, yeah, I mean, you're happy. I feel like you're good, Taurus. So you're good. There may have been some sort of weight. There may be some sort of temptation here in February. But I think you've seen something, or you're going to see something. We have a year from now popping out. So maybe you're going to take a year. It's a general reading. I could be reading for some Taurians. You're going to take a year, maybe be single. For some of you, it could be on the love front. But we've got forgiveness here. It may take you a year to forgive someone. All right, let's get you guidance on the love front. Taurus for February, please. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. We've got release your ex here. The time has come to clear your energy. So yeah, for some of you, that's what I got right away. I think that you are dealing with some sort of temptation. You are dealing with maybe an ex. Let me see. Let me get you a Valentine's message for Taurus, please. A little extra message because we have Valentine's Day in a couple of weeks. This is for Taurus. The Golden Mirror, self-absorbed narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. So be careful you're not dealing with a narcissist. For some of you, you could be flat out telling someone no with the Devil and the Seven of Wands, and it could be because you've seen something. With that Hanged Man, you've seen something. Interesting, Taurus. Very interesting. Yeah, you've seen something. There's been some sort of truth, or there is going to be some sort of truth, Taurus. The Sword and the Rose, clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. You've seen something. So if you haven't yet, you are going to see something here when it comes to another person with that Sun and the Hermit. I mean, this reading is just very clear. Maybe some of you are dealing with an ex. Maybe, you know, they're saying they changed or whatever it is, and you're seeing things clearly. You're seeing if they have or not. Or maybe they need another year. It's something like that. Who is Taurus dealing with? Gemini, and then Pisces. Pisces is definitely coming through. Gemini as well. All right, Taurus. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed, and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. Gemini, February 2026. What does Gemini have coming up? Okay, Gemini, cards are just flying out. You've got the Four of Pentacles crossed by the Six of Cups. Nine of Cups at your foundation. Death in the recent past. Crowning, you've got the Knight of Wands. Energy coming up here in February, you've got the Page of Cups. Overall energy for the month is the King of Cups. All right. So you yourself, Gemini, you may be very loving, caring, compassionate, understanding. He has a big heart. He doesn't always show his emotions, but these people are very deep. So water signs, many of them are very, very deep. All right, you've got the World, you've got the Chariot, you've got the Empress, so you've got some majors here. Maybe you have Scorpio in your chart, maybe you have Cancer in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with one of those signs. This is unconditional love, yeah. So, I mean, I am looking at I'm seeing masculine and feminine energy. I'm looking at someone who has a very, very big heart. This person has unconditional love. So that could be you. You could be showing someone that you have unconditional love for them, or someone could be showing you. But this is movement. This can be physical, travel. Maybe you could be going somewhere. For some of you, you could be like moving. You could be traveling a great distance. So maybe moving to a place that you really love. For some of you, that's what I'm getting here. The Empress, the Chariot. You could be going somewhere that maybe you really feel like you're at home. You could be finding your home. You could be finding that special place where you feel whole, you feel complete. There's a lot of wholeness here. This is a lot of contentment here. Yeah, I mean, look at this. So Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, whatever you're doing. Some of you are doing it with maybe a spouse, or could be a parent. Maybe you're going to see a parent, or whatever it is. Whatever you're doing, your heart is invested, and there's also success around this. So however you resonate, this is like big, big success, whatever seeds you're planting. And some of you, you are planting seeds. So with death in the recent past, something ended, your life changed in a big way. Things will never be the same. But from that, we have life. So Empress, fertility, new beginnings, abundance. And then with the World, I mean, this is big. This is big. For some of you, there's a whole new like chapter that's starting here. So right at the very start of the month, and that's when we do have the full moon, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. So for some of you, this definitely does feel like some sort of closure here. Going back to the past, or maybe the past is coming your way. There's some sort of like completion here. For some of you, I mean, this can be like learning a lesson. Maybe learning that someone has grown or changed. Others, this could be something with family, something with children. If you have children or grandchildren, this is a very protective energy. So there may have been a loss or some sort of great change that happened in the recent past. And we see you like very, very protective of yourself, very protective of maybe your children or grandchildren. I'm seeing a Knight and I'm seeing a Page. So I could be reading for some maybe older Geminis, or some of you where maybe two kids are significant, maybe a teenager, maybe a younger child. And this is like a very protective energy here around the children, or around, for some of you, your happiness. Could be moving for the children. Whatever you're doing, I feel like your heart is invested in this. Nine of Cups, there is a lot of like emotional abundance here. A lot to be thankful for with the Nine of Cups, the King of Cups. Death, maybe Scorpio is significant, Scorpio season, or maybe you have Scorpio in your chart. But this is movement. Again, I'm just getting, you know, the same message over and over again, that this is like a new chapter. So something could have left your life prior. You're still in that like ongoing change or transitional energy. There is movement. There is good news. If you're waiting on like hearing from a child or waiting to be able to go see a child or for things to move forward with a child, we see that. I mean, there's just a lot of good here. There really is. I will look at death. Four of Pentacles here can be hanging on to certain things, but it's also a very protective energy. It's not always negative. You could be saving your money for maybe something with a child. Some of you with that Empress, maybe you're starting a family or maybe you're expanding your family. What is death for Gemini? This could be the end of a job or something you're putting your energy into. There's a great change here. So, yeah, Eight of Pentacles with death. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, for some of you, this is something with work or a hobby, something that you were doing, you were invested in. For some of you, it's the speed in which something was moving very slowly, but we see that change here with the Knight of Wands crowning. Additional guidance for Gemini. What is the additional guidance? Yeah, look at that. So, I mean, these two really go hand in hand. Take action. And you've got that Knight of Wands. Yeah, look at this. Big, happy changes. I really feel like the energy's speeding up. So things may have been progressing very slowly with death in the recent past. Things were progressing slowly. And now in February, you are seeing more going on here. There's a lot happening. All right, guidance on the love front. For some of you, I mean, this could be a big love coming in, honestly. A big love could be coming in. Some of you are maybe holding out for like an ex or holding out for that soulmate connection. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So if you are coupled, this is things moving forward in your relationship, but you also could be going somewhere. We see that very clear. Could be traveling. Some of you are moving towards a soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Some of you are with a soulmate. Now, because we have Valentine's Day here in February, I'm pulling you an extra card here with this deck. So what is the Valentine's message, please, for Gemini? Valentine's message for Gemini. Valentine's message for Gemini. So at the bottom, we do have coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted and friendship. Maybe love is blossoming here for those of you that are single. Maybe you've crossed paths with a soulmate. All right, which is awesome, which is awesome. Things are moving forward on the love front. Wedding rings. Okay, so we have not enough, frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy, self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. But then we have wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise, which really goes quite well with what we've seen at the bottom of the deck. So you could have been dealing with someone who was, I don't know, maybe like really into themselves, self-indulgent. You could have been dealing with someone like that. And now some of you have a soulmate that's coming in. So again, the energy is shifting. If you were investing in a relationship and it was not paying off, you may meet someone here in February and things are just going to move in an entirely different direction. I mean, this could be your person. For some of you, this is your person here. So yeah, take it however it resonates for you. But there's definitely maybe a meeting, there's travel, there is definitely communication. Let's see, who is Gemini dealing with? We've got ear, so Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, and there is Libra. So you could be dealing with an air sign, or for some of you, water. Water is definitely showing up. All right, Gemini, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed, and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cancer. What does Cancer have coming up in February, please? What does Cancer have coming up? Two of Cups, first card out, Cancer. Crossed by the Two of Pentacles. Your foundation is the Fool. The recent past is the Six of Cups. Crowning is the Wheel. Energy coming up is the Nine of Swords. Okay, interesting. Overall energy is actually the bonus card here in this deck, and it is the Angel of Night, Angel of Darkness, whatever you want to say. And she does represent you coming out of some sort of difficult time. It's over with. You're coming out of that. For me, it's a little bit... It's a little bit like the Phoenix rising sort of energy. Okay, so there could have been a dark time, a dark period. Maybe some of you were out of work. You've got the Eight of Pentacles here, Page of Pentacles. This could be with work. This could be with school. This could be something with family, children. I'm just seeing that across the board here. Children definitely may be significant. A lot of worry around a child, around a family matter. Yeah, I mean, Eight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, the Emperor may be worried. Yeah, definitely maybe worried about a child. We see the Emperor like looking over here at the Ten of Pentacles. So some of you, I mean, this could be you, that could be your energy. You may be the Emperor. Your focus is very much on family, maybe family values, the family legacy, could be your children, could be really anything. For some of you, it's marriage. There's a lot of overthinking going on here. Maybe things like happening over and over again. That Emperor and that King of Swords, it really feels like breaking a cycle or a pattern. You could be changing your mind with something. Could be learning something. Learning how to do something different or learning how to work with another person. This is definitely a partnership that is very significant or a relationship that's very significant. For those of you where this is on the love front, maybe you have children, maybe they have children, maybe you're multitasking here with this Two of Pentacles, dealing with some relationship stuff, but then maybe you got some other stuff going on. There could be stuff going on at work. For those of you that are partnered, maybe you're trying to switch things up a little bit here, trying to have more fun. For some of you, that is the advice here for February. Definitely make time for your partner. Go out, have fun, be flexible. If somebody works a lot. With what I just seen at the bottom of the deck, family may be everything for some of you. You know, that could be your energy, or if you are married, if you have a spouse, you know, family is everything to them. I am getting that. And then you've got the Fool at your foundation. So maybe an Aries is significant with that Emperor and the Fool. I mean, this is love. For those of you where someone is coming back into your life, maybe this is someone who like keeps coming back towards you. You go round and round with this person. You go round in circles with this person. For some of you, that's what this is. You may have taken a chance or they took a chance. And I do apologize, guys, for any background noise. For some of you, you maybe lived in the moment here. You took a chance. Maybe you reached out to someone, or they could have reached out to you. This is like a very playful, flirty, fun energy. So if you were having problems in your relationship, this is like a more agreeable sort of vibe here. I'm putting the past behind me and let's do it again. Let's start over. Let's have more fun. Let's work together. Here with the twos. Six of Cups in the recent past. For some of you, the past is definitely significant. So I feel like I am reading for some Cancers. This is definitely more of a love reading or a relationship reading. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but this is somebody maybe coming back towards you, or the timing may not have been right here in the past, and now this is the wheel turning, so somebody could be coming back towards you. But if you did anything in the past, so if you were dealing with another person and you made a mistake, whatever that is, if you made some sort of mistake prior, you definitely don't want to make the same mistake again. So for some of you, I feel like that's what this is addressing. This Nine of Swords is a minor arcana. It is sometimes an easily changeable energy. So if you made a mistake, if you did something in the past, you don't want to repeat that, because if you do, you have this Nine of Swords here, which is the Nightmare card. It doesn't have to be that bad, but it can be a lot of regret. It can be a lot of self-blame. And so this is an energy that you can change. So whatever you did in the past, if you feel like it was foolish, for some of you, you don't want to do that again. You want to do things different. You want to work together. Let me see, what is this Nine of Swords for Cancer? For those of you that are partnered, those of you that have someone coming back into your life, this can be a lack of sleep. Nine of Swords for me can be a lack of sleep. Yeah, so a couple of nines here. So this is definitely a cycle wrapping up. You've got that new energy coming in. Yeah, so this is a general reading, but this is a lack of sleep for some of you. There could be a lot of like overindulgence going on here towards the end of the month. No judgment here, nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I mean, if there's anything you're doing in excess, Cancer, you could be looking at that. This could be you making some cuts here. Across the board, really. It's positive. It really is. This is like an overall very positive reading. I see you looking at another person. Now, you could be telling them how you feel. Maybe that's something you didn't do, and that's the mistake. Maybe some of you did not tell someone how you feel, and you could be doing that here. All right, let's get you an additional guidance card for Cancer. Yeah. So if you want to tell someone how you feel, here you go. Peaceful resolution. Don't stop. Yeah, you could be reaching out to someone. There could be like another chance here, or someone or something is coming back your way. All right, guidance on, yeah, the love front. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. For some of you, that's what this is. Romantic feelings and make the effort. Your feelings are real and worth exploring, and then great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So yeah, I mean, I see it very clearly. This is definitely you and another person on the same page. Could be falling in love, could be in love. This person is coming back towards you. They want a second chance with the Angel of Night here. Or you want a second chance. All right, let's get you a Valentine's message. This is like a little bonus here. For Cancer, what is the Valentine's message for Cancer? Ascending. Transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, and preparing for union. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it resonates. So you have love knocking. You have someone maybe from your past. For those of you where it's not someone from your past, this definitely could be a soulmate situation. Oh my goodness. Love, Cancer. Love is knocking. So that is your Valentine's message. Love is knocking. This is beautiful. It says unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. You definitely may feel loved here. You definitely feel loved in February. All right, who is Cancer dealing with? I do love this reading, Cancer. So far, you guys take the cake. So I've only done a few of the signs, but this one is my favorite so far as energy. All right. You've got ear. Libra, I'm going to go again. So Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius may be significant. We've got Cancer. You could be dealing with another Cancer. And then we've got Aries. Definitely getting Aries here in this reading. All right, Cancer. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right, Leo, February 2026. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What does Leo have coming up? Leo, which we do have the full moon in your sign, Leo, on the 1st of the month. So first card out is the Five of Wands. All right, crossed by the King of Cups. All right, so there could be a situation going on with maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Some of you, maybe you're cuspers. Cancer, Leo, cusper. Let me see. Your foundation is the Four of Swords. Recent past is the Devil. But good news is that energy is behind you. Crowning is the Knight of Cups. Energy coming up here in February. You've got the Ten of Pentacles. There's your card. You've got Strength as the overall energy, which is great. Yeah, really good energy here. So we see you strong. We see you empowered. Honestly, with the full moon being in your sign, I mean, you definitely could be feeling more passionate, more emotional, more self-expressive. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, people may hear your roar here in February, definitely, with Strength as the overall energy. So, I mean, if you're opposing someone or something, whatever it is, if you're saying no to something, I mean, with Strength, you could be finding the courage to do that. But for other Leos, especially those of you that maybe have a lot of Leo in your chart, I don't know. I'm just getting like this very powerful energy. Like you want what you want. You know exactly what you want. And that's it. The challenge could be following your heart. Yeah, there is a little bit of a clashing here, like ego. Yeah, there is like a little bit of a clashing energy here. Let me see, Strength. Strength with the Star. Look at these major arcanas. Strength, the Star, the Hierophant, the World. Yeah, there it is. Look at this. Seven of Wands, Three of Wands, Seven of Wands. This is saying no for some of you. It's saying no. It's you standing firm with what it is that you want. So I am reading for some Leos where you want what you want. You have a dream. You have a wish. Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, it may be like settling down. So those of you that are in a relationship, it could be that you want to get married, or you want to spend your life with someone, or you want a commitment, whatever it is. You want what you want. Now, if this is not on the love front, I mean, it could be honestly in any area. You want what you want. You want to feel whole. You want... Some of you want peace. You want to grow. So if you're a business owner, this could be like you want to grow internationally. You want to expand. You could be being strong here in February. Maybe you're doing something here to like beat the competition. And I'm hearing the train go by. So if you hear it, that's a nice confirmation that it's like go time. So for some of you, travel is in the cards. For others, it's like go time. So with this full moon, something is done. And you've got the devil. You've got the devil in the recent past. Maybe for some Leos, like an argument or some sort of dispute is over with. The challenge may be like opening up, admitting you're wrong, or showing someone love, following your heart. Again, there could be like a clash here. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, like a clashing of energy. So maybe you are clashing with another person. But yeah, this is like heart, ego. Four of Swords at your foundation. Yeah, I feel like those of you that are in some sort of dispute, or if you are getting into it here in February, I do see you moving past it. Somebody may need to swallow their pride. I do see you moving past it. If you want peace with another person, I definitely feel like the energy supports that. The Knight of Cups can be an apology. An apology coming your way, or you could be reaching out and apologizing. For some of you, I do feel like it's you. Especially if you resonate with the masculine. So you male Leos, you definitely could be like apologizing to someone. The devil in the recent past, that could be like some sort of toxic behavior, toxic pattern, toxic relationship. Whatever it is, it's behind you. You could be looking at a new love interest. You could be fighting for change. Knight of Cups crowning. If this is a love situation, you may feel like there's competition. So you may really care for someone. For those of you that are dealing with someone, you may feel like you have to fight for this person, or there's competition around this person. You may have taken a break from a relationship in the past, and now you're maybe ready to move forward. 10 of Pentacles. Some of you want to get married. You want to start that next chapter of your life, or you want that dream job. You're definitely being guided, that's for sure. You're definitely being guided. But let me see. For those of you that are partnered, the energy with that Five of Wands, especially at the start of the month, in that full moon, yeah, I just feel like, you know, you could get triggered easily if someone is playing with your emotions. Wherever your heart is invested, if anybody like messes with your plans or whatever it is, or messes with your relationship, they're gonna feel it. I'm getting kind of like this passionate vibe here. All right. What is the Five of Wands for Leo, please? You definitely want to pick and choose your battles, especially those of you that are married or you're in a long-term relationship. Yeah, some of you don't want to fight anymore. Maybe some of you fight because you're bored. You've got the Four of Cups. So yeah, I mean, some of you just don't want to fight anymore. If you're not interested in someone or something, you're not interested. If you don't want it, you don't want it. Some of you, I want to say, you want something more. There's something big, there's something more, you want something much more. And you're opposing whatever small thing that is in front of you. Whatever you don't want it. So you want what you want. Ten of Pentacles, for some of you, is what you want. We do have that energy coming up. What is the Devil? Look at that. Knight of Cups. Maybe there was an obsession here. Somebody could have been obsessed with you. You could be putting your foot down. There could be some sort of obsession. Or addiction. We do have the Ace of Cups here. Let's take a look at the additional guidance for Leo. For February, what is the additional guidance? Within the next few months, just came out. No need to worry. No need to worry within the next few months. Excuse me. All right, what is the guidance on the love front for Leo? All right, Leo, we've got make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take with someone new. Okay, so make the effort. So you could have been dealing with like a toxic relationship, or maybe someone was obsessed with you, or whatever it is. That's in the past. You may have had, like, for some of you, this could even be like rejection or unrequited love in the recent past. This could be an entirely different love interest, new love interest that's coming in here. Or if you were rejected in the past, some of you don't want to get rejected again, but this is a new person, so there should be like a clean slate. Let's see. I am pulling you a bonus card here, Leo, this month. This is like your Valentine's message. When I cut the cards, we got I like you. So there's definitely a new love interest for some of you. This says someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun flirting, and they want to date. All right. Leo, what is the Valentine's message for Leo, please? We've got boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Now, there could have been closure issues in the past, but this is forward movement. For me, it's similar vibes to like the Six of Swords. So this is things progressing, things are moving forward, change is good. Mirror. Mirroring each other's self-image, relationships reflect our wounds and introspection. There could be a mirroring going on here, so keep that in mind. Interesting, okay. I don't know. So set the example. You are a fixed sign, Leo, fixed fire. So set the example. That's really what I want to say here with this combination. On the love front especially, if you want, you know, someone to come in and treat you right, this is very much like a courting energy. If you want something, then do that. Set the example, because there could be a mirroring. So whatever you do, they're going to do the same thing. So keep that in mind. So yeah, set the example. All right. Who is Leo dealing with? We've got Cancer and Air. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. All right, Leo, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed, and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs Virgo. All right, what does Virgo have coming up in February, please, Virgo? All right, first card out is the Two of Wands. All right, crossed by the Eight of Wands, you have Judgment at your foundation. We have the Four of Swords in the recent past. Crowning, you've got the Fool. Energy coming up, you've got the Five of Wands. Nine of Cups as the overall energy, which is a wish card. So make a wish. Just be careful what you wish for. Be very specific here, Virgo. Let's see. Yeah, definitely be careful what you wish for. So who did I say that to? I said that to another sign. I don't know if it was Gemini. Could have been Taurus. Could have been Gemini. Look at this. So the Devil, the Angel of Night, Angel of Darkness, whatever you want to say. Bonus card here in this stack. Ace of Cups, the Moon. This is, okay, this is like someone hiding their feelings. There's definitely something that's being hidden here. Could be you, Virgo, you hiding something, you hiding your feelings. Maybe some of you were dealing with a Capricorn. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here, so you could be dealing with a Capricorn. An Aries. I'm also getting Cancer, a little bit of Cancer here. Scorpio. Pisces, really any water sign. This could be overindulging. This really feels like lifestyle, some sort of lifestyle. You could be coming out of that. But the first card that came out is the Two of Wands. So this is movement. This is making a decision. Some of you do have options. You have choices in front of you. That Devil can represent a temptation. So maybe you're looking at a couple of paths. I do feel like you're going to make a decision that you're very happy with. So could be turning down this Devil, this temptation, whatever that is, moving forward with the unknown, moving forward with something new, with the Fool crowning you. That's fresh energy, new vibes, a new path for some of you, something you've never done before. So yeah, I feel like I am reading for some Virgos where you are looking at the past, but you're also looking at something brand new. So a couple of different paths. Eight of Wands is you moving forward. It's communication. It's an energy shift. It's things happening quickly. I feel like that is the challenge, though, is you are opening this new door. You are moving forward down this new path, but maybe it's happening slowly. But this is news, communication. It's an energy shift. And again, a decision is needed. A decision is significant. Two of Wands, judgment. I feel like you will make the right choice for you. This is something you could have thought about a lot, or you waited for this, because we've got the Four of Swords in the recent past. So that is no movement. It's a card that is talking about staying still, healing, resting, taking a break, and that is behind you. So I feel like the energy is definitely picking up. Some of you are ready to move forward, are ready to take a chance, are ready for something brand new. With that Fool, that's what's on your mind. Now, you've got the Five of Wands. So for those of you where this is like a new career path, the Five of Wands can talk about competition. It's an opposing energy. Let's take a look at that. So please, there's the Five of Wands when I cut the card. So please clarify this Five of Wands for Virgo. For those of you that are partnered, pick and choose your battles. The Five of Wands is a very petty energy. So for those of you that are coupled, or you have a roommate, whatever it is, yeah, I mean, don't let yourself get triggered. Maybe you're dealing with a Sagittarius, because we've got Temperance. If you are angry, or if you feel like someone is mad at you, I feel like this is you testing the waters. So there could be something small, something that happens, but you're like testing the waters here. You know, are we good? Let me see. What is the new path? What is the new beginning? For Virgo, we've got the Fool crowning. You've got the Nine of Cups as the... We've got the Page of Swords. So for a couple of you, I mean, if this is with work, yeah, I mean, you could be doing something online. For some of you, maybe you're advertising, because maybe you work in a very competitive field. Yeah, I mean, you could do like some sort of like online business. I'm also getting news. So hearing something big, hearing something. Maybe that is going to make you change paths. Let's see, what is the additional guidance for Virgo? For some of you, you're changing paths, you're very happy, you're excited, but I think you're getting a little annoyed if there's delays or the energy is slow. I think you want things to happen a lot quicker. That's what I'm getting. You've got the year from now card. Don't shoot the messenger. So, I mean, whatever you're doing, whatever journey you're starting out on, you may see like a big significant change here. It could be a year down the road. A year may just be significant. But again, you've got that new energy. Yeah, so you have to take action now. I mean, sometimes we take action now, we plant the seed now, but it takes some time for it to fully come about. So yeah, they're saying take action, go. And then maybe, you know, a year from now, something else happens. But you've got the World. Notice how you've got Judgment, the World, the Fool. So yeah, this is definitely like a new book, a new chapter. What is the guidance on the love front for Virgo? You've got reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And then flirt. Okay, so someone from your past could be coming back in, could be trying to come back in. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. All right, let's get you a Valentine's message. This is a little bonus I'm doing for this month. What is the Valentine's message for Virgo, please? Abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude and bliss. All right. So for some of you, I mean, this could be a very abundant new beginning that you're starting. You're starting out on this journey. New business, new job. Let's see. The Golden Mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. So take what resonates. So for those of you that are reconciling with someone, you know, maybe in the past it was like a one-sided relationship or something like that. Or maybe this person was like love bombing you. Let's see. Who is Virgo dealing with? We've got Pisces, and we've got Aquarius. All right, Virgo. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed, and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs Libra. What does Libra have coming up in February, please, Libra? First card out, Libra, Six of Wands. Crossed by the Nine of Pentacles. Your foundation is the Eight of Cups. Five of Wands in the recent past. Two of Wands crowning. All right, energy coming up in February. You've got the King of Wands. right, let me just fix this. You've got the World at the bottom of the deck. So some of you, I mean, maybe you're dealing with, could be dealing with a Leo, could be dealing with a fire sign, could be dealing with someone at a distance. We've got the World, we've got, interesting, we've got the Emperor, we've got the Chariot, so Aries, Cancer, we've got the Ten of Wands followed by the Seven of Swords. So that is an interesting combination. There's the Page of Wands. Interesting. Okay, so either you, Libra, you or the person you're dealing with, what I'm getting here is a lesson being learned. I think it's over with, so you are moving forward. Some of you were struggling, maybe carrying around like guilt or some emotional baggage. But this is movement. Even if it's a struggle here, this can be physical movement. Some of you are being weighed down, or you were weighed down by something. But I still see you moving forward. So even if it's hard to travel, even if it's hard to like close the door and start a new chapter, whatever it is, you're doing it. This is success. You are doing it. It's you conquering whatever this is. So however you resonate, whether it's physical or it's emotional, whatever it is, this is you winning. This is you conquering whatever this is. Learning a lesson for some of you. But with the World, this is feeling whole. I see you very present. I see you enjoying this moment right now, where you're at. So February 2026, I see you enjoying this moment. You're good. You feel whole, or that's the direction you're moving in. You're taking back your power for some of you. It's a good place to be. It's a good place to be. I mean, some of you could be single. I mean, a chapter is over with. But wherever you're at now, it's a good place to be. You are getting ready to start the next chapter. But it is a process, and I don't see you rushing into that. Like new chapter, a new book that you're starting, whatever it is. You're making plans right now. There's a lot of maybe soul searching going on right now. There's a lot of like figuring things out, weighing the options, getting organized. I just see you very much being present. And Six of Wands, I mean, people may adore you. You may get a lot of attention if you're single. I mean, this is a very high vibrational energy with the Nine of Pentacles. Some of you doing very well. Maybe you're a business owner. Whatever it is, you could be doing big business. This is a lot of attention. It's success. It's you winning. It's that sort of energy. So very, very good reading, Libra, here, especially like on the business front. But also, you know, I am getting relationships. So just a lot of attention. People are loving Libra here in February. Your foundation is the Eight of Cups. So that is you letting go of whatever is no longer serving you. It's done. It's over with. You're graduating from a cycle. It's done. Nine of Pentacles could be you knowing your worth, feeling adored, feeling valued. Maybe you settled for less, but that's over with. If there was some sort of dispute or argument, for those of you that are coupled, if there was some sort of argument, I see you putting it behind you. I see you letting go. I see you letting go of the past. I mean, that can be that 10 of Wands. If there was a lot of fighting with another person, Two of Wands, crowning. This is you making plans. This is you definitely thinking about your future. Could be looking at a couple of options, a couple of paths. For some of you, you could be purchasing a new vehicle. Some of you are definitely able to do that. So maybe you're just looking at your options here. Maybe taking action here towards the end of the month. And then we have this King of Wands here. So you could be dealing with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. This person could be coming in, or this could be your energy. Let's take a look at the Five of Wands for Libra. Could be opposing a King of Pentacles. So that could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This is a clashing of energies. What is the Eight of Cups? So for some of you, maybe you're doing some soul searching as far as, is this the right job for me? Am I getting anywhere? Eight of Pentacles and then the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, I mean, for some of you on the career path, you may have felt like you were going in circles, you were not getting anywhere. I'm just seeing what I'm getting here with this. The Six of Wands can be a raise, a promotion. It's some sort of recognition. Some of you may work with your hands. And I think you're thinking about your future. So you may love your job right now, but you could be thinking along the lines like, do I want to do this long term? Let's see, what is the additional guidance for Libra? All right, we have ask your angels. So yeah, I see you doing a lot of soul searching, and I think you're trying to figure out if this is like the right path for you. Don't stop is also here, so keep going, don't stop. If you need to pause, take a break. What is the guidance for Libra on the love front? Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Learning from the past, I definitely got that. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings for each other. All right, so learning from the past. For some of you, you may have I don't know. I'm seeing a lesson here. Yeah, maybe someone didn't treat you good, or we have not enough. So something was not enough. A relationship was not enough. Maybe you felt not enough for another person. This is frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, and jealousy. So this is your Valentine's message. Again, you're looking at options. You could be looking at a King of Wands. Some of you are good by yourself. I think that this is you feeling this way about another person. I am reading for some Librans where I think you're looking at this King of Wands, you're looking at this person, and whatever it is that they're doing, I feel like it's not enough. Not necessarily like you're looking at them and they're not enough. No, what they're doing, it's not enough. So yeah, you could be talking to your girlfriends. Girl talk, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment and having fun. So that resonates with what I was talking about earlier, that some of you are good. You're good on your own. You're just being present. You're living in the present moment. You're about to start a new chapter, but I don't see you like rushing towards that. You're just good right now in the present moment. Some of you are good just talking to your friends, hanging out with your friends. May not even be like focused on love, really. All right, who is Libra dealing with? We've got Sagittarius and then fire. Wow. Definitely could be dealing with a fire sign. All right, Libra. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right, let's see. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Scorpio. What does Scorpio have coming up in February, please? Scorpio, February 2026. Okay, Seven of Swords. Crossed by the Two of Pentacles. We have death at your foundation. We have the moon in the recent past. Crowning, we've got the world. Energy coming up is the Page of Swords. Knight of Swords is the overall energy. For some of you, maybe there's a legal matter that is significant. A contract even. Learning a lesson. If you are signing something, you may not be seeing everything clearly. So there could be some things hidden. So I would just be careful with signing anything. Knight of Swords is the overall energy. You could be taking fast action here. Knight of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. This could be anything with family, family legacy, assets, all of that. Queen of Swords. Four of Pentacles. It's a little bit of a stubborn energy here. Seven of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, there is a little bit of a stubborn energy here. So I don't know if you're dealing with an air sign, Scorpio. You could be dealing with an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. We've got Scorpio, very strong Scorpio. And then Cancer. Yeah, somebody could be coming towards you, or there's some sort of communication or truth that is coming out. Somebody is being stubborn, so that could be you, that could be the person you're dealing with. I'm getting a little bit of a kind of stuck, stubborn energy there. Maybe somebody is like avoiding like working with you or negotiating with you. There's some sort of avoidance here. I'm just seeing what I'm getting here with this. You've got death at your foundation. You've got the moon crowning. Something, Scorpio, is done. A chapter, a cycle, it's done. If lies were going round and round, lies, gossip, slander, anything like that, misinformation, anything going around, that I feel like that's over with. For some of you, a pattern is over with. Making a change. For some of you, you're going through a transitional time right now in your life, and it is a process. It certainly does not happen overnight. But this could be you initiating this, taking action, making a move quickly. Seven of Swords, maybe some of you were confused, or you felt misled or lied to even. So you're taking action. If you feel cheated, you're taking action. So yeah, if this is something legal, for those Scorpios where you feel cheated, so you're taking legal action, you're doing this pretty quickly. The challenge here is maybe working things out with that person or company or whatever. That's the challenge. But for some of you, that is what I'm seeing here. So I'm seeing you able to like negotiate. I'm seeing you able to work together. But yeah, there was definitely some sort of lies or cover up with the moon in the recent past, and then the Seven of Swords. So I mean, you may have suspected this. There could be an inner knowing here around this matter. The World crowning. And then the Page of Swords coming up here later in the month. Yeah, so that is news, that is communication. For some of you, this is something maybe some sort of family matter. So maybe it's like something with an inheritance. Let's see, let's clarify. What is the Seven of Swords for Scorpio? I'm also getting a little bit of like a paranoid energy. Maybe you feel like you're being avoided or you're suspicious of someone. Let me see. What is the Seven of Swords? The Devil. Yeah, I mean, that can be fear. That can be fear. You could be avoiding someone because of fear, or maybe you feel avoided. You feel cheated. You feel used. Let me see. What is the Moon? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm definitely reading for some Scorpios. I think that you feel cheated in some way. Maybe you help someone. What is the Page of Swords? The World. So yeah, there could be like a delay here as far as like starting the next chapter. If you're waiting on any news, there could be some sort of delay here. What is Death? King of Pentacles. So that could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo that is significant. Two of Swords. Maybe some sort of blockage. There may be a blockage. So because of that blockage, this is you taking action. It could be that you're taking legal action. Let me see. What is the additional guidance for Scorpio, please, for this month? We've got success. You're ready. Success. You're ready. All right. Guidance on the love front for Scorpio. Separation, time apart from your partners on the horizon, and then allow the situation to unfold naturally. Let go of control issues. So if someone lied or cheated or you felt used, you definitely could be turning them down. You could be ending it with them, like you've learned a lesson, you're out. For me, sometimes the Knight of Swords can be ghosting. So this could be you taking off. Especially those of you where you feel wronged or you feel used or whatever. Let go of control issues, so allow something to happen naturally. If you are in separation with someone right now and you're trying to control things, like trying to bring you maybe back together with this person or something like that, they're saying no, just give it to the universe, allow things to happen as they should. All right, let's get you a Valentine's message, Scorpio. We have Valentine's coming up here. So what is the Valentine's message for Scorpio, please? Not today. Not today. So it says not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, a call, a person, boundaries, and still angry. Interesting. And clock. This says need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal and progress. So interesting. What I'm seeing here is you may be turning someone down. You could be rejecting someone. Some of you are keeping your distance. You're keeping your distance. I do see communication, but it's later on. So if you're receiving communication now, it could be that you're ignoring it, you're not answering. You need time with the clock. You need time. Yeah, for some of you, you just don't want to deal. This is definitely like a phone call, like not answering the phone or not replying to a text, something like that. All right, who is Scorpio dealing with? Capricorn. And then we have Libra. So it could be dealing with a Capricorn or a Libra. All right, Scorpio, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. Sagittarius, February 2026. What do they have coming up? Temperance, that is your card, Sag. So very nice. Crossed by the Five of Swords. Your foundation is the Emperor. The recent past is the High Priestess. Crowning is the Four of Wands. Energy coming up is the Three of Wands. Okay. Wow, overall energy is the Ten of Cups. Very nice. Happiness. This is your cups runneth over. You're happily ever after. So whatever that means for you, it's emotional abundance. Let's see. There could have been like some sort of conflict within the family, or for some of you this is maybe with your relationship. So maybe you got into it with someone. It could have actually turned ugly with the Five of Swords. For those of you where this is happening in February, it has not happened yet. I do see you working through it. Could be with a King of Swords. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Ten of Cups with the King of Swords. And then we've got Strength. Nine of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Some of you may be in a relationship with a King of Swords, or you have a family with that person. So it could be with that person. So those of you that have a child with someone or kids with someone, it definitely could be with them. or you're the parent. It could be with like one of your kids. There could be some sort of dispute, but with the Emperor here, for some of you, this is like you taking action or setting the example, being the leader. Five of Swords in the challenge position could be that someone is nasty, the person you're dealing with, you know, maybe they say mean things, they call names, they hit below the belt, whatever it is. So with the Emperor looking back here, I really feel like for some of you, it's the other person. It's not you. But you've got to take it however it resonates for you. I feel like this is you testing the waters, or this is you like trying to work it out with this person. For those of you where this is a work situation, maybe you're trying to work with this person, maybe you're trying to stay quiet. That could be something you were doing in the past with the High Priestess. High Priestess is a quiet energy. There could be like an inner knowing here around the situation. A lot of spiritual energy here, though. And strong Aries. Strong Aries coming through. So maybe you're dealing with an Aries. But Four of Wands crowning you. So Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups, I mean, this is family, this is community. You could be setting an example in your community if there's fighting or something toxic going on. I'm definitely reading for some Sages where like you're trying, maybe you're trying to bring people together in some way. I do see growth and expansion. Yeah, so whatever it is you're doing, if you're a Sag that is like setting an example, or you're trying to be the diplomat, whatever you're trying to do here, I feel like it is working, even if it's, you know, happening very slowly, like making progress slowly, it is working. So if you are in some sort of leadership position and that's what you're doing, then just keep doing it, because I feel like it is working. This is growth, it's progress. Three of Wands. Those of you that are partnered, or your family is just very, very significant. I see you making long-term plans. You could be making plans with your family at this time. You're in the driver's seat. Let's see, what is the Five of Swords for Sagittarius, please? Yeah, this is like seeing the truth, speaking your truth. Could be speaking your truth to the Emperor, whoever the Emperor is for you. Let me see, the High Priestess. Okay, so for some of you, it could be like a three-party scenario. If your heart is broken, if you feel played, if your heart is broken, I do see you healing. What is the Three of Wands? All right, that's a lot of cards. You got the Sun, you got Judgment. There's a lot of cards there. There we go. Ten of Swords. So I feel like you're growing past this. There may be an apology. We've got the Knight of Cups here. So there could be an apology. So Ten of Swords can be that final ending. So you've gone through the worst of something. It can be a betrayal or just a very tough time. It's over with. You've gone through the worst of something. The only way that you can move forward, the only way that you can go is moving forward. Yeah, there may have been like a third party with the threes. There may have been a third party. But I want to say that's over with. Let's see. Additional guidance for Sagittarius. Like that failed. So that's not happening. It's done. Within the next few weeks, ask for help from others. All right, let's get you guidance on the love front. Sagittarius, guidance for Sagittarius. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor right now. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And then you deserve love. You are lovable. So this is one of my Sagittarius cards in this deck. So yeah, they're saying maybe sit down with someone, talk about your finances, talk about career. This could be you sitting down with your spouse or with a family member. There needs to be a conversation. Maybe money or someone's career has been like coming between you and another person. For some of you, that third party could be someone's job. If you feel neglected with you deserve love, needing to speak up. All right, let's get you a Valentine's message for Sagittarius. We've got mirror. So this card's been coming out a lot. It says mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds and introspection. So for those of you that are dealing with another person, you guys could be mirroring each other. So keep that in mind. And then keys on a ring. Many options, decision, unconventional, string along, and one night stand. So interesting. So if you are dating, if you have multiple options, somebody could be playing games here, but you're seeing it. Maybe you're seeing some sort of truth. Maybe you're seeing that someone is marrying you. Interesting. All right, who is Sagittarius dealing with? We've got Taurus and Gemini. Taurus and Gemini. All right, Sag, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Capricorn. What does Capricorn have coming up in February 2026, please? All right, first card out, Capricorn, is the Five of Cups. Crossed by the Queen of Cups, the Devil is at your foundation. Recent past is the Angel of Night, Angel of Darkness, whatever you want to call it. It's the bonus card here in this deck. You've got the Wheel crowning. Energy coming up is the Three of Pentacles. Overall energy is Judgment. All right. All right, Capricorn. Six of Pentacles, the Star, the Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. There is some high vibrational, nice energy here at the bottom of the deck. This is movement. This is knowing your worth. For some of you, it's like moving up in life, things improving. For some of you, maybe you're retiring. It's a nice energy. There could be a wish that's coming true. For some of you, I feel like you're changing your life here with this. With this energy, I feel like you're changing your life. So you may have been like holding back. There's a little bit of like a stubborn energy here. Maybe you didn't want to make some changes, or you were holding back from doing something, whatever it is. But that's changing. For some of you, you were like holding on to the past or the way things were, something like that, but that's changing. Some of you may have been grieving. Five of Cups is the first card out. Yeah, maybe very focused on the past, very focused on what has fallen away. So a relationship that was lost, or just really anything that was lost in the past. For some of you, maybe you were stuck in a cycle or a dark time. But with Judgment here is the overall energy. You're rising up from that. That's really what I'm getting here. Some of you have been like stuck in the past, stuck living in the past, very emotional. Maybe stuck in like a unhealthy relationship or pattern or behavior, whatever it is. But that's all changing. So however you resonate, I do see that changing. For many of you, though, I feel like this was a dark time with this card being in the past. You went through some sort of dark time, the Devil in this card. But with Judgment, this is like you realizing something, realizing that, you know, you're staying in a particular environment or doing something that's not the best. I'm seeing a release. There definitely could be like a realization for some of you watching this. There could be some sort of realization. You making a very, very important decision here in February. Yeah, making a very significant decision here. Could be changing your life. Or this decision is going to change your life, even if it's down the road, you know, like 5, 10 years from now. This is huge. So whatever this is, it's huge. You've got the wheel, crowning. Some of you could be feeling very blessed. Making a change here when it comes to work or school or working with others. It's a positive shift. It's a positive change. For some of you, there's some sort of turning point. So whether you have a realization or you hear something or whatever it is here, yeah, there could be communication. So maybe someone was like holding back from communicating. That could be changing. All right, please clarify the devil for Capricorn. We've got the Page of Pentacles. Please clarify the Five of Cups. So maybe you're dealing with a water sign. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. For some of you, this could be you keeping something to yourself. So if your feelings are hurt or you're mourning or whatever it is, disappointed, this is you being quiet. This is you keeping your feelings to yourself. There could have been a small loss. Let me see. The Angel of Night, Angel of Darkness, which is in the recent past. You have the Three of Pentacles coming up. So here in February, you definitely could be more focused on work, school, everyday matters. Knight of Swords. Maybe some of you took action with something and you have regrets. The Hermit. You could have learned something here in the past, or you're learning something here in February. But change is coming in. So what is the additional guidance for Capricorn? No need to worry. And then choose a new direction. All right, what is the guidance on the love front? Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith and then let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. All right, so I am doing a Valentine's message for all signs. So let's get you a Valentine's message for Capricorn. Soulmates, soul connection, partnership agreement, and soul contract. So you may have a soulmate coming in. Could be forgiving a soulmate, wedding rings. This could be someone that you're already with. This says union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, and everlasting promise. So you've got soul connection twice. So this can be a good confirmation for those of you that are with someone. This is like letting go of the past, making a change. It's huge. The relationship changing. There could be forgiveness. And if it's not with your spouse, it could be with anybody. For some of you, I mean, you could be manifesting this. Letting go of the past and maybe meeting someone new. Let's see, who's Capricorn dealing with? We have Virgo, we have Capricorn, we have Pisces, we have Cancer. Cancer and Air. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. All right, Capricorn. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed and please give this video a thumbs up. All right, let's move on. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Aquarius. And I do want to wish all of you Aquarians a very happy birthday. Let's see what you have coming up in February. Aquarius, what do they have coming up in February 2026? Aquarius. All right, we have the Page of Wands crossed by the Page of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles at your foundation, Ten of Cups in the recent past. Crowning, we have the Four of Wands, energy coming up in February. We have the Magician. Overall energy is the Angel of Night or Angel of Darkness. Bonus card here in this deck. It does represent you coming out of a tough time, a dark time. You have a couple of cards representing family. So maybe you and your family or your community went through a tough time. For some of you, a relationship. Maybe you and your person went through a tough time. Two of Cups. Death. The Ten of Wands. Page of Cups, Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands. So, for those of you that are with someone, you know, maybe you guys went through a really tough period. a lot of stress, a lot of difficulty. Maybe your partner was under a lot of stress, but it didn't break you. For some of you, this is like you rising up from the ashes. For some of you, maybe you're only stronger because of what you went through. Yeah, you and your family, or you and another person, could have definitely went through a tough time. Let's see, I'm seeing 2 pages here, 2 pages. So you may have 2 kids, but we're definitely seeing communication. You got the Page of Wands crossed by the Page of Pentacles. This is news. Could be from a fire sign, could be from an earth sign. Communication coming in. Some of you, yeah, I feel like this is positive. This is like exciting energy. Good news. You could be changing. So I'm also reading for some Aquarians where maybe you're changing in some way. Starting something new. There's some help here. Your foundation, 6 of Pentacles. So money could have come through prior, or some sort of help or assistance, generosity. You could be very generous with your kids, with your community. Maybe you're coming out of something. Very generous energy here at your foundation. 10 of Cups in the recent past. That is the happily ever after card. Family, community. Very significant. 4 of Wands. Your loved ones. Some of you live in a very nice community. And you've got the Magician here coming up. So yeah, I feel like you manifested this. So you have a lot to be grateful for. Some of you, you went through a trying time, but you survived it. You could have learned a lot. The relationship has grown and evolved into what it is now. This does have a little bit of like a reinventing yourself sort of vibe. So that could be what you're doing. Yeah, so really nice energy. I really don't even want to clarify anything, but I guess we will. What is the Angel of Darkness, which is the overall energy, or Angel of Night, for Aquarius? You are in manifestation mode here in February with this Magician. Ace of Swords. King of Wands. Maybe you're dealing with a King of Wands. But yeah, seeing the truth, speaking your truth. Very focused on a new beginning here. Setting an intention. You may be having this amazing idea. Getting excited. Just overall positive energy. So you're one of the signs where the energy is just really positive. I think I said that to Cancer. So there could be like an Aquarius Cancer connection. What is the additional guidance for Aquarius for February? Take action. Communicate clearly. Yep, I feel like that goes with what the tarot is saying. What is the guidance on the love front for Aquarius? Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, and it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I feel like you're very generous and you're very giving. Maybe you're having fun. Maybe you're just playing. Maybe you're meeting people. Maybe you're out and about. You've got some pretty social energy. Could be coming out of a difficult time. You may meet a King of Rods, or you have a King of Rods around you. And they're saying, take action and communicate clearly. All right, let's get you a Valentine's message for Aquarius. A Valentine's message for Aquarius for February. Soulmates, soul connection, partnership agreement, and soul contract. Coffin as at the bottom. All right, so this is endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. So again, a lot of change maybe within a relationship. So that's what this means for some of you. You're with a soulmate. You went through a lot together. You've grown together. For some of you, the relationship is growing or evolving into maybe something more. Others, you know, this can represent some sort of ending, which is then opening a door for maybe a soulmate. Let's see, who is Aquarius dealing with? We've got water and Taurus. All right, Aquarius. So I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed and please give this video a thumbs up. It does help. All right, let's move on. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, Pisces. Pisces, what does Pisces have coming up in February? Which, if you are a February born Pisces, happy birthday. Let's see what you have coming up this month. Four of Cups crossed by the Seven of Pentacles. Your foundation is the Eight of Wands. Recent past, the Eight of Cups. Crowning is the Seven of Swords. Energy coming up is the Page of Pentacles. And you have the World at the bottom of the deck. All right, the World. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Four of Wands here, King of Cups, Three of Wands, Judgment, Four of Swords, the World. I'm getting a release. I'm getting very strong healing vibes. So if you are the King of Cups here, you definitely could be releasing, healing, starting fresh. Releasing the past. But the World can represent a big achievement. It also represents like a major cycle completing in your life. There is some sort of upgrade, or there's some sort of level up here. Which is a good thing, because you've got the Four of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles. So you were not happy. You were not happy with a situation, feeling bored. So you may have invested, with that Seven of Pentacles, you may have invested a lot of time, energy into something. Maybe you feel played with, or like kind of just left hanging. For some of you, you're done with this though. Like waiting in vain. There's something like that going on here where you're just sick of it. Four of Cups, you're not happy. You're not happy with the status quo. Seven of Swords, you may have your suspicions, or you feel like avoided, neglected. So I feel like you're over this. You're over this. Eight of Wands, communication, forward movement. I feel like this was you taking action because you were bored, because you needed a change. Letting go of anything that is no longer serving you. Eight of Cups. Yeah, you took the action steps here to make this big change. So it is huge. It is a big change. Seven of Swords crowning. I feel like for some of you Pisces, maybe you felt like avoided or betrayed or lied to. You felt this way. So this was you keeping your distance. This was you moving on, not happy with the situation. What's interesting here is you've got the sevens, you've got the eights. There is news coming in February. There's good news coming in. For some of you, it could be money coming in. This could be what you were waiting on. For some of you, let's take a look. What is the Four of Cups? There could be an offer. Some of you Pisces may be avoiding an offer or a friend. Maybe someone is trying to extend like an olive branch, something little. For some of you, this can be you not happy with what you're being offered. Maybe someone is offering you friendship. Maybe you waited for this person or something like that, and now you feel played with or betrayed. Four of Cups. Could be someone younger, could be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Knight of Swords energy. Some of you are not happy, so you're taken off. Let me see, what is the Seven of Swords? Others maybe not happy with what you were offered legally, if this is something with a lawsuit. Knight of Pentacles. Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Some of you are in a hurry. Something is progressing way too slow. So I do see past closure coming in. It's just you're dealing with some slow moving energies. Let's see, let's get you additional guidance for Pisces for February. Yeah, this is like hurry up and wait. So you've got wait, you've got yes. So you're getting a yes. That's the good thing, is you're reaching this goal, you're getting this offer. It's coming in. You got the yes card. But I just feel like it's a process. Like you're on this journey and you're just bored with it. Like you just want this to happen already. All right, what is the guidance on the love front for Pisces? Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. And then forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So yeah, I mean, if you were partnered or you are partnered, maybe religious factors were coming in between you and your person. Maybe you don't share the same beliefs. Maybe you're different in some way. That can be a good thing, but you have to learn how to, work together. Sometimes agreeing to disagree. And that's what this is. So forgiving and learning. Yeah, healing family issues. So some of you, you're with someone, maybe you're not on the same page with certain beliefs. But this is like understanding that and being able to move through those issues. For others, I mean, this could be something with a friend. Let's get you a Valentine's message for Pisces. What is their Valentine's message? Karmic relationship. Fleeting triggers turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you. Okay. And then twin flames. Yin, yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. So you got to take what resonates. For some of you, you could have been dealing with like a twin flame situation. You've got the Eight of Cups in the recent past. And then with this energy that you're currently dealing with. I just feel like you're not happy. So this could be you loving you and letting go. That's what you were doing in the recent past. Maybe you're avoiding this person. You could have been dealing with someone who procrastinates, someone who's very slow moving. Maybe you felt played with, or you felt like they were shady. And so, yeah, I mean, this could be you learning from that experience with forgiving and learning. Let's get you one of these. Who's Pisces dealing with? Who is Pisces dealing with? We've got Libra, and then Aries is sticking out, and Sagittarius. All right, guys, so I hope that you find this reading helpful. If you do, make sure you are subscribed, and please give this video a thumbs up. I do want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys so very much. Stay tuned. Your weekly reading is coming out here. I do release readings every Sunday. Also, I am doing a collective reading for Valentine's Day. That will be on my channel, so go check that out. All right, guys, have a great February. I will talk to you soon. Take care.